2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
No kidding, Henny. This player, he seems to have picked out Bubba Watson as the man to beat. That's ambitious.
Luke, you know when you think that you've got a player on the ropes, maybe they're in the middle of the trees, in the middle of a bunker, and you think they've got no shot. And then they do, in fact, put it to 2 feet. And then you're really frustrated. That's Bubba every single time. He's that player.
No, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Opting for the 9-iron. Well, that's a lovely approach and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the first.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
He finds himself in a share of 11th. The second at TPC Summerlin is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take 1 club less into this green as it will release down the slope.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Has to put this one downhill.
This one's online. Looks like they may have pushed that one. Big putt for par coming up. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. The third hole at TPC Summerlin is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. Most golfers these days, Rich, are quite generic style players. It's that hit it as far as you can, knock it on the green, try and hold some putts. But with Bubba Watson, we just got the artist back in the game, didn't we? We had someone who was prepared to do whatever it needed to be to get that ball in the hole. He's just astonishing to watch.
You know, to me, Luke, I think Bubba was born in the wrong era. I think he would have been better served with persimmon woods, balata golf balls, and blades. And I think that he would be an even bigger impact on the game than he currently is, if that's even possible. I watch what he does with the modern equipment, and it's mind-blowing. He's one of the few players, Luke, that I will actually go in the driving range and watch hit golf shots because it is so fun to watch him aim 30 yards left and just try and hit these big sweeping hooks and fades and I mean, it's just unbelievable what he can do with the golf ball. His eye-hand coordination is simply the best in the game.
Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Now, that looked pretty good the whole way. It's been a bit of a struggle on the greens. Hopefully he can change it here.
This is their look at birdie.
Go in. That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich, and that will move him up the leaderboard as well. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The fifth at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole, ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Opting for the 6-iron.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Big chance here. Well done.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And it's time to recap that play.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
And back to the play, shall we? The 6th at TPC Summerlin is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. Wow, that was just striped. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Good shot there, Beamer. Oh, this would be a good putt to make, and with it, a share of 3rd spot. Get in the hole. And that's a long-range bomb, and rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie. Choosing the 9-iron here. Yeah, that one will play. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup. Little birdie look in here.
This putt is for a share of second.
This one looking really good.
Oh, that's a ripper. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3 playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. This is one of those great ball striking displays. Fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation spot.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Oh, what a stroke. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And that will take him to 5 under. He finds himself in a share of the lead.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Rich, I know you love being here in Vegas, perhaps for different reasons than watching the golf tournament, but while we're here at the tournament, tell me a bit more about Shriners' impact on the game and this entire region.
Luke, I fail to see what you mean by that. I think Vegas is a very nice, wholesome city that I do enjoy coming to visit. But the golf course is fantastic. It's held at TPC Summerlin every single year, and it used to be the venue where they had the last round, but now every round is here, and I think the players enjoy that. I think they like being at the same golf course each and every day. They get a feel for it, and I think that's why the scores historically year in, year out are so much lower than they were in the past. I think it's a really good opportunity to go out there and make a ton of birdies, but that's not the easiest thing to do, is it? Getting comfortable making 7, 8, 9 birdies around. Some players don't have that. that comfort zone. And so I'm always interested to see the players that get into that zone each and every day and are making that many birdies to see if they can sustain it for 4 straight days.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I gotta say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one may come up just a tad short here. Playing their 5th shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
And there may be some cracks starting to appear in this player's foundation. They've just dropped a double bogey. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green. Taking aim from about 180 yards here. Just 1 stroke off the lead. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Let's get back to it, shall we? They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. How close was that to going down? You'll take the tap in for par any day. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tits, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Just 1 shot back now. Wonderfully played. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And back to the course with the live action. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
That was a gallant attempt. And that should secure the par on this one. Just 1 off the lead after that hole. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to 3-putt it. Be careful on approach. Great shot. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 1 stroke back and right in it.
That dog will hunt.
Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet.
That starts off on a good line.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And with that, they'll move to 5 under par. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3, playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. Left yourself an opportunity. And this putt to move into 2nd place.
And a big moment for this player with just 4 holes left.
If that's the right pace, this should drop. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. An opportunity to make a par here. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 15th at TPC Sutherland is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard.
Yes, and 3 holes to go. This is getting to be a nail biter.
And that makes him tied for first. The 16th at TPC Sutherland is another one of those great scoring holes en route to the finish. A par 5 playing 560 yards. A well-struck drive up the right half here gives you a chance to get at this green in 2. If you are going for the green, make sure you got enough club because that huge penalty area in front of it will ruin any score. Be careful going through the green here as well because getting down from over the back is not that easy. Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
Looks good off the blade. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 7 under. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Opting for the 5-iron. I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind. That's further right than they wanted. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Oh, so close. And this one is for bogey. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
He's currently tied for first. The 18th at TPC Sutherland is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. Sitting at 6 under. Currently tied atop the leaderboard. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. A quality shot, that. And now this to win the Shriners Children's Open. Get in. Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.